All right, welcome back to another episode, podcast of the Rockstar's Dream. It's really all about giving you the education and information in an entertaining way. That's all it comes down to. So what I want to do is I just want to cut right to the chase here in this podcast episode. We're going to try to keep spitting these out every day, which is a thought, a little idea behind it, how we feel about certain things. See, Rockstar's Dream is for those who want it all, to go after what you want, to get it. Keep chasing, to have fun along the way. You're only here on this planet for a certain amount of time. Let's have some fun. Do things the right way. What's happening today in the world? But I'm in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to be more specific. There is some crazy shit happening. They are shutting down businesses left and right. Now, let me explain here. I understand you have to be safe, especially with an unknown virus. It has come to a point where the data does not serve panic. It does not make sense to be hysterical about this anymore. The death rate with the virus, according to the CDC numbers, just so in case YouTube's watching this, they really don't care until you go viral, so it doesn't really matter. But according to the numbers, the death rate with the virus is less than the flu virus with the vaccine. Let me explain that to me one more time. The death rate of COVID-19 is less without a vaccine, remember, is less than the flu with a vaccine. So the hysteria doesn't make sense. So when you see people wearing masks and all that, it doesn't make sense anymore. But more importantly, it does not make sense to stop businesses from operating at their own will. The thing that really set me off today, and I was going to be talking about other things such as Facebook buying Giphy, which is a crazy thing that's happening in the marketing world. My friend owns a tanning salon. Now, as you know, if you've ever been to a tanning salon, it's really you walk in, you don't talk to anybody, you go and sit in a booth, you get tanned on for 15 minutes, and then you leave. You really don't talk to anybody. And if you see anybody, you can stay 6 feet away from them very easily. You could walk in with a mask, no problem. If you're into this, you can wear a mask, you can stay 6 feet apart. My friend was able to open up on Saturday because of the certain phase that Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is in. Now, what happened was 2 days later, somebody is calling the governor and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania police officers to shut them down. So the governor got notified and a bunch of public officials got notified that, and it's not just her business, but it's multiple ones. Anybody who opens up can get notified to be shut down. So the cops showed up on her second day of being open. By the way, she's keeping this business open because it's like their only income. She's trying to open up. The cops come in, say, if you continue to operate, you are almost considered a hair salon or a nail salon where that's direct contact. Remember, this phase where if you don't need to have direct contact, you could open up, except for gyms and churches. It still doesn't make sense to me. None of this makes sense, by the way. I'm not trying to explain it. I'm just saying this is how they're explaining it. So she has a non-contact business that doesn't house more than 6 people at a time, 7 people at a time. Her business is getting called upon by the cops on their second day. Cops show up. They say, if you continue to operate, you're going to get a fine. Now, I don't know what the fines are, but I believe they're escalating, which means they start off maybe like 100 or 500 or 1,000, and then they escalate every time you get another fine. So what's happening is that now she has to shut down again, laying off people, can't pay them hourly. I don't know how you pay for a mortgage because she doesn't own the building. All the equipment if she has loans on, credit cards if she tried to create something, software programs she's paying monthly for, credit card processors she's paying monthly for. If you think about this, this is absolutely insane. So I get it. If you're afraid of the virus, that's not our problem. This is about freedom. Rockstar's dream is about doing what you want as long as you don't intentionally go out to hurt people. To get that. Rockstar dream to me is, the rockstar life and living cool and doing fun stuff. But when you get to a point where someone says, I don't want you to have the ability to have your own freedom to make a choice, to go into a business and open up, then giving other people the freedom of choice to come into your establishment, knowing the risks, by the way, to come into that establishment, pay money, and to get what they want. That's what keeps the economy going. That's what keeps them afloat. That's what keeps the consumer happy. That gets back to normalcy. By the way, vitamin D is really great for your skin. All of this is all positive. You have people out there going out of their way to call the cops, to call the governor, to call local officials, to rat on small businesses to keep them closed. Then the police officers have to show up and say, you are not allowed to earn a living. You're not allowed to feed your family today. If you are okay with this, you are not part of us. We don't want you. You don't think in a logical manner. It would be our choice to open up the business. It's our choice to go in as consumers. We can stay 6 feet apart. We can wear a mask. These people are completely high on power. So that's my thought. I'd love to hear what you think. Comment down below. Am I right? Am I wrong? You tell me. A tanning salon, 7 people in there at once, at max, in different rooms, not touching each other, not talking to each other, not allowed to be open. Can you explain this to me? Please, anybody out there, explain it to me.